What's up, Buttercup, and Happy New Year! Welcome back to my channel. It's so great to see you. You're looking good, sis. You're looking good. Glory looks good on you. Okay. But anyway, we're going to jump into this video. And you already know I got to give my disclaimer because I know some of y'all like the clickety clack in the comment section. So I got you. This is for you, okay? I am not a doctor, a dietitian, a nutritionist, or Jesus, because some of y'all want me to walk a miracle. And I'm like, sis, I'm just getting it right myself. You got to fight and pray for yourself. But, however, I'm just a girlie that has lost over 110 pounds and has kept that weight off, okay? So I got tips and tricks that have helped me out, and hopefully they will help you out, okay? Now, with all that out the way, let's jump into the video. So, Buttercup, this is the reason why you need to establish a baseline. If you want to get that body, if you want to get snatched, if you want to hit your weight loss goals, body recomp, you got to have a baseline, Buttercup. And what is a baseline? I'm going to tell you. Your baseline is pretty much your non-negotiable minimum. That's it. What can you do consistently and effortlessly every day, every week, whether you're on a high week, a low week, or just a kind of week? What can you do consistently? And like I said, effortlessly. Because it's not about, going hard and seeing how much you can do. Trust and believe. I've been there. I've done that. That ain't the way to go. It's not. Because Buttercup, if your plan you have only works when life is just perfect, and the birds come out singing, and the little squirrel comes out and be around your feet, and a bird lands on your shoulder, that's a fantasy, Buttercup. You live in real life. Not every day is going to be perfect. So like I said, what can you do effortlessly and consistently every week, okay? Each day, what can you do? What are your non-negotiables? Now we're going to talk about the baseline versus going hard. I know this all too well, Buttercup. Last year, 2025, was the year of discovery for me, okay? I tried so many different workout programs. I tried so many different diets, calorie deficits, all of that. And I wanted to get to that snatchness the fastest way I could. And it was the most extreme way. But Buttercup, I was going too hard. I was going so hard that I was going nowhere. I would train for 2-3 hours a day, and then by the end of the day, I done had a grilled chicken sandwich with an extra piece of chicken, and done made a large fry. Like, I was going so hard that I was kind of going nowhere. And that's why you need a baseline, because you just need it. And you can't go hard all of the time, because again, if your results only come by you going hard all the time, that's not going to be realistic. Especially ladies, once your cycle comes, that changes a whole nother thing. We're going to talk about that later in the video, so stay tuned. Okay? But yeah, it's just doing way too much. I was going so hard, y'all. There was this one time because I was training 5 to 6 times a week during the year 2025. I was training 5 to 6 times a week, 14K steps, and only eating 1,200 calories. Buttercup, what was I doing? But I noticed that when I ate less, of course, my body looked more leaner. When I moved more, my body looked more leaner. But the thing is, Buttercup, your body will adjust to whatever you're doing. They don't tell you that. So if you've been training intensely, that becomes your new baseline, okay? That becomes your new baseline. So now you got to train more in order to lose more weight, or you're going to have to cut your calories down. So pretty much whatever you're doing, your body is going to adjust to that. So that's why you do want your baseline. But then if there are days you can do a little bit more, then you can. But the main thing is you're still going to get results off your baseline. Even though your body is adjusting, it's still something you can do every day, effortlessly and consistently. That's why I said, Buttercup, it's not about going hard. We're not trying to work hard, we're trying to work smarter. Okay. So now, calorie baseline. It has to be your reality, what you actually eat, what you actually enjoy. Yes, chicken breast might be lower in calories, but do you like chicken breast? Can you actually cook it and it not taste like a rubber tire? If you can't, then you don't need chicken breasts in your plan. You need chicken thighs in your plan. Yes, chicken thighs have more fat in it, but if you take the skin off and you're grilling them, you're not using as much oil. If that works for you, that's what works for you. If you like an occasional steak, that's fine. So for me, like I said, my calorie range naturally is 14 to 1800 calories. Now, I used to have like a whole calorie deficit of this is my calories I eat every day, and that is it. That's all I can eat, and I cannot collect $200. I have to stay right here. That wasn't fair to an extent. Of course, you can work your calories. If you know how to work them, you can work your calories. You really can. But there were days where I would train harder. Like if it was a leg day, if it was a leg day, Buttercup, I got to a point, I'm pumping iron of 130 pounds, like hip thrusting, and that was like my PR. So when I train hard on my leg days, I'm a little bit hungrier. So of course it's more protein, but sometimes 1650 calories on a leg day, it might have to be 1800. I would beat myself up, I would beat myself up, and it's like, no, if you train more that day, you can have, more calories. So again, my baseline is naturally 1400 to 1800 calories. That's what I found that works for me. There was a time a nutritionist, she gave me 2000 calories, and we will talk about that in another video. But it wasn't natural for me to eat 2000 calories every day. There will be some days I might eat 2000, like I said, that probably was a day I did an intense leg day. I walked, like one day I did like 16,000, 18,000 steps. So 2,000 calories wasn't bad because literally that day I had burnt about 2,800-ish calories. So yeah, I have a baseline of what I naturally fall in. So natural workouts, natural movement. But again, if I do more, I'll add a little bit. It's okay. It's okay. And my baseline, even for protein, it's only like 110 grams of protein. I can naturally hit 110 grams of protein with 1400 calories, 1600 calories, 1800 calories. I can naturally hit 110, 120 grams. My high end is like 140, but as long as I hit at least 110 grams of protein a day, I'm good. That's enough to support my muscles, support these glutes, that I'm building. Well, they already built, but now you can see them. But that's a natural baseline. There was this one point in time, Buttercup, the nutritionist, she gave me a goal of 180 grams of protein a day. I had to eat 180 grams of protein a day, and I had to eat 2,000 calories a day. Y'all, I was just like, I don't want no more protein. I just want some fruit. Like if they were coming at me with the chicken, I'm like, no, please don't bring the chicken over. I don't want no more. But yes, that's a natural baseline for me to hit without stress. My mental is fine. And let's just say if I did want a cute snacky snack, because let me tell you something, Buttercup, I love Halo Top ice cream. And don't let it have the mix-ins, which like the cookies or brownie chips. Oh, by itself, it's about 490-ish calories. Because, I eat like a whole pint, But hey, it's better than a whole pint of Ben and Jerry's. Mind your business. But anyway, that gives me room to, of course, hit my protein goal, but then still have a little fun. And that's a natural baseline I can do, okay? You get where I'm going? And also, I can recover physically. So if I'm pumping iron, 4 times a week, 1,400 to 1,800 calories is enough for me. I'm good. My body has enough to work with. And she's happy. I'm not eating just 1,200 calories. Now, some people, I don't know. Anyway, I'm not eating 1,200 calories. So yes. And also for context, I am 5'7". And as of now, when I did get on the scale, I was 197. But we coming back from the holidays and it's around that time again. So you already know it's kind of like a little bit. But probably after this week, I'll stabilize back to my natural weight again, and then we'll see where I'm actually at. I know I got like at least 2 to 3 pounds of holiday weight, but my height is 5'7", so yeah. Okay, Buttercup. So now we're going to go to the step baseline. Yes, realistic movement. So, like I said, 2025 was the year of discovery, and I realized I naturally hit 6,500 to 7,500 steps daily without a workout, without any extra movement, just my natural minding my business, doing my do. I hit 6,500 to 7,500 steps. When I add a workout, it goes from 8,500 to maybe 10,000. Maybe, so I'll say 8,500 to about 11K-ish once I add a workout. And don't let it be grocery day. If it's grocery day or errand day, I will naturally fall between 12 to sometimes 16,000 steps. So we can just say my natural steps a day is between 8 to 10K steps. We'll just say that because, like I said, without a workout, I'm naturally 6,500 to 7,500. With a workout, I'm like 8,500 to about 11,000. So we'll just say my range, my natural baseline is 8 to 10K steps. That's natural. So yes, there are days where I do hit 12K or 12 plus K steps. But like I said, on those days, I'm doing more. So it makes more sense. So to try to put myself at 12K steps every day, I have to actively do that. It's not like it's just a natural movement. Now I have to do an extra walk for an hour. I have to do whatever extra I have to do. But like I said, if I focus on my natural, it's just easier to do that. It's just easier. So once I start trying to hit 12K steps, and let's just say it's a work day, it's harder for me to hit 12K steps. I have to physically do more at my job, and that's fine, but it's not natural. Like I said, you want a good baseline, something you can do every day effortlessly and consistently. When I was doing 12 to 14K steps every day, I was so tired of my walking pad, Buttercup. I was so tired of it because I was just like, I don't want to do it. It doesn't seem fun no more. Like it's a job versus just me naturally doing it. And that's the amazing thing about your baseline, Buttercup. It's something you can naturally do. You look forward to it. Or even if you're kind of tired, it's like it doesn't change the program too much. So yes, I can hit 12K steps, but life be lifing. And then sometimes energy fluctuates. Buttercup, when it was, okay, for me, yes, it's my cycle, but it's also the week before my cycle. So literally 7 to 10 days out of the month, I'm struggling. I'm tired, or, I don't have the strength to really do as much. Like I can still get a decent workout done, but I can't go hard. I can't lift heavy those days. Sometimes I don't even feel like lifting. I just want to do a cute little walk and I'm ready to go to bed. And don't let those cramps kind of come in. So, that's why it's good just to have that baseline, Buttercup. And now, Buttercup, we're going to go to your workout, your training baseline, okay? What can you do realistically every week? Yes, I can train 5 times a week, but can I train 5 times a week for the next 6 weeks? Or can I train 4 times a week for the next 6 weeks? And then how is the intensity of the training? Because Buttercup, like I said, I would be so extreme and so trying to go so hard. I would pick the hardest workout program and pick the lowest calorie deficit. I would just be doing way too much. And I realized 5 days a week, it is nice, but I can't do 5 days. Okay, I'll say this. I can't do 5 days a week, 2 hours. I can do 5 days a week, maybe 45 minutes, or 5 days a week, 30 to 45 minutes, not extreme, but just moderate. You see what I'm saying? Or I can do a solid 4 days, and maybe let's just say it is extreme, but 4 strong days. That's what I can do naturally, effortlessly. I can't go hard 5 times a week, 2 hours a day. And especially around lady time, around my cycle, I can't do it. I can't. And what's weird too, around lady time, for some reason my knee, it starts hurting. But all throughout the month, I'm fine. I am fine. I'm pumping iron and all of that. But when it's around lady time, I can feel it because my knee will start just kind of giving like a little slight twitch. Well, not a twitch, but I have to put my knee brace on. So yeah. Buttercup, establish your workout baseline. If it's 3 days a week, that is fine. Let it be 3 solid days. And I will say this too, when it is time for your workout, don't be distracted. Let the clothes stay in the dryer. Let your man stay where he's at. Let them kids, let them go somewhere safely. But take that time and really be present in the workout. And you will get such a better, effective workout when you do that. Because with me, wow, like last year, 2025 year discovery, all of that, I will be doing so much. And then I'll be trying to multitask as well. So I was doing the workout, but I wasn't really doing the lift like I should. I wasn't really getting, into formation and just, I wasn't doing that. So if you got 3 solid days a week, Buttercup, let it be 3 solid dedicated days. Have your clothes ready, have your workout ready. Make it effortless. The easier it is for you to do, the easier it is for you to stay on it. Okay, Buttercup, establish that baseline. And anything else, that's just extra. That's just a bonus. Like, okay, if we got an extra leg day in, it's like, we got an extra leg day. We got an extra arm day in. We got a little pump in there. Yeah, it's just a little cherry on top. And it's not pressure. And then too, Buttercup, if you are a all or nothing girly or a recovering all or nothing girly, establishing that baseline keeps you out of that all or nothing trap. Okay? I've been there. I've done that. That's why I can talk about this stuff. Now, Buttercup, we need to establish a baseline for your cycle. This is huge. This is important, okay, Buttercup? We have to establish a baseline for our cycle. I would be trying to still go hard on my cycle. I will still be trying to stay in my calorie deficit on my cycle. And the truth is, I couldn't do it. I realized around my cycle, my energy shifts, my cravings, I kind of crave more carbs. So instead of me trying to fight against it and trying to make myself just be eating grass and salad or, whatever, around my cycle, I work with it. So I crave more carbs. So by me having that natural calorie deficit of 14 to 1800, that's there. I crave more carbs. So I kind of like more sweet potatoes, butternut squash, maybe regular potatoes too. But yeah, and then like I said, my energy shifts. So I'm still going to train, but when it's around my cycle, I'm not pumping hard. I am not pumping hard at all, Buttercup. I am just here to do my workout. It might be it's probably going to be a lower weight, maybe slower reps or just regular reps. But I'm here, I'm present. And you know what? Guess what? You might start a program and it has you ending it a certain day. Yes, you can push through your cycle, but you don't have to if your body is not trained that way. My body at that time wasn't trained to kind of go so hard during my cycle. My body during my cycle is, like I said, we do the workout. We're not trying to pump as heavy as we can. We're not trying to do as many reps as we can. We're doing the set reps. And look, if it's 4 sets of 10, I might just drop it down to 3 sets of 12. But guess what? The workout still got done. The legs still got a cute little pump to them. Still got a to them. But that's it. Your body is naturally fluctuating. Your energy is changing. Don't punish yourself for it. You gotta get out of that all or nothing trap. And then also around my cycle, since I do crave a little bit more, guess what, Buttercup? So I still have my baseline calories, right? But now for my cycle, I'll say my cycle and a little bit pre-cycle, my calories actually go up. They go up. So my calories now go from 1800 to maybe 2100. I know you're probably like, whoa, that's a lot of calories. But hey, I crave a little bit more. And I rather have 1800 to 2100 calories and still maintaining a decent deficit. It might not be a big deficit, but I rather do that and still hit my goals, still hit my protein goals, than just eating crazy. Because I've come a long way. Because during my cycle, Buttercup, I used to eat a whole sleeve of a whole sleeve of Biscoff cookie butter. No, a whole sleeve of Biscoff cookies and a container of cookie butter. I used to do that around my cycle and, of course, before my cycle. So I've come a long way. I've been on my journey for 5 years. This year makes 6 years of my journey, so I've learned a whole lot of stuff. But anyway, I've noticed last year that's what worked for me, staying between 1800 to 2100. So now let's say if I want a little bit of rice or maybe some orange chicken or something, I can kind of have more of those somewhat decadent foods that are just higher in calories. So yeah, but that's for my period. That's my period baseline. I know what's going to happen. I'm not going to punish myself for it. I'm not going to, whatever. I'm just going to rock with it. It's what I naturally do. Because guess what? My natural baseline is 14 to 1800 calories. So I'm already in a deficit. When I'm on my cycle, it's only 1800 to about 2100. So I'm still in a deficit. I'm just in a different part of life or whatever. But you get what I'm saying, Buttercup. You get it. Oh, and also Buttercup, I don't know if you noticed, of course, still look it up, but I believe your body burns more calories around your cycle. So your body naturally burns a little bit more around your cycle. So it's okay to have a couple more calories. Still look it up, because I'm not a doctor dietitian. And Buttercup, that's why you need a baseline, okay? And the reason why so many people burn out is because they're so motivated. Motivation is great for the first few weeks or first couple of days, or even for some people the first, few hours. But motivation eventually runs out. And then sometimes you build stuff on discipline highs, because of course, for me, I'm gonna keep saying, for me, before my cycle, there's a time where I am so locked in. I'm locked in. I don't crave carbs. I don't crave, rice. I can stay in my portions good. I can stay in my calorie deficit well. There are 2 weeks out of the month, I'm good. I'm ready. Then there's the other 2 weeks where, like I said, it's lady time. I kind of got a little light struggle. So, yeah. But most people burn out because they have motivation running them. They have a discipline high. And then most people burn out because they're following someone else's plan. Yes, I will always recommend you seek the professional help you need on your weight loss, fat loss journey. But at the end of the day, once you start really learning you for real and learning you without the big back demon, once that big demon is off your back, once you start really learning your systems, learning your habits, your trigger foods, it's like you can kind of take the things that I say. You can take the things your doctor says, your dietitian says, your trainer says, and then kind of formulate a perfect plan for you. Like I said, 3 times a week, maybe 1,600 calories, 8K steps, that might be your plan, and that might be perfect for you. Like I said, Buttercup, I had a dietitian. She was trying to tell me what to do. And I still appreciate her. But it got to a point where I was like, listen, I know what to do with my body better than you do. Just hear me out. I know she has the training and all of that. But it got to a point, like I said, I know where I naturally sit. Because she was trying to make me eat 2,000 calories every day and eat 180 grams of protein every day. And because I've had the big back demon and, binge type of eating habits, when I was eating 2,000 calories and 180 grams of protein every day and I had to, I was eating past my fullness level. Every day. So now that I'm eating past my fullness level every day, that big back demon is just like, I live. That's what the big back demon was doing. So now I'm starting to eat more crazy stuff because I'm encouraging kind of like that old binge eating behavior. So that's why I also feel like people burn out, because they're following other people's plan. Other people should help you. They should be a tool to help you on your journey. They should help kind of guide you. But it gets to a point, like I said, you're going to learn yourself where it's like, you know what naturally works for you. You don't have to be told, because no one really knows your body more than you. Just saying. Trainers are still awesome. They still hold their place. Dietitians are still awesome and they still hold their place. I'm just saying we got to work together. That's all. But that's why some people burn out, is because simply you got motivation running you, discipline is there, it's not, it's all over the place, and then you're letting other people tell you what to do. And the real thing is you should be focusing on your energy levels, your life schedule, how your hormones are. So once you start, like I said, once you start really finding out stuff, Buttercup, it becomes easy. You do have to take some time though. You got to take the time. And people will think that like, oh, the plan doesn't work. It doesn't work. This is this and that. You start feeling bad. Buttercup, the plan wasn't real from the beginning. I understand it wasn't real from the beginning. If you are a big back and you have a big back mindset, you are not the person that's just going to naturally switch from fried chicken, oxtails, rice and peas, mac and cheese, all of that, to just having baked chicken with a salad and a little rice and stuff. You're not going to be that person, okay? It's okay. I wasn't. Now, some people, hey, if the Lord did it for you, that is fine, Buttercup. That is awesome. That's amazing. I'm so happy for you. I'm so proud of you. But for me, it was not like that. So whenever I would try to be so like, I'm going to follow so-and-so plan because so-and-so on YouTube, she lost 100 pounds in 6 months. And it's like, well, girl, guess what? She's a full-time, and I'm not talking about nobody. That's just a random example. That's a random example. But it's like, well, girl, guess what? She's a full-time YouTuber. So she's at home. She has the time to work out 2 hours a day. She has the time to do, 15K steps a day. You don't. So you got to work for you. So there was one time I did try to do 15K steps every day. That did not work, Buttercup. That was so unrealistic, and especially with where I live at, it's not a natural walking place. You got to drive everywhere. Yes, you can walk in the neighborhood, but I was walking in the neighborhood, Buttercup, and I was looking too cute. And all of a sudden, you start seeing everyone come out of the woodworks, and I just didn't feel safe. I'm a lady. I didn't want to be out there by myself because, yeah, of course I got my pepper spray. I got my stuff that I need to protect myself. But it was just like, I don't have time for that. And it starts raining. It's hot. And when it gets hot where I'm at, it gets hot. It gets hot. Y'all, I was 3 shades browner, which was fine. I didn't mind being bronze and toasty, but it was hot. And the sunscreen was breaking my face out. So anyway, y'all get what I'm saying. But anyway, Buttercup, I am going to wrap up this video because I have been chattering a lot. Chirp, chirp, chatter, chatter. Real ones, y'all know that movie. Y'all know that movie. But once you have your baseline, you have freedom. You don't feel behind, and you don't feel like you're starting or restarting every 2 to 3 weeks, because you have something you actually can go off on. You actually have something you can keep building your momentum. You actually have something you look forward to. And again, it's effortlessly. It's effortless. Yeah, it's effortless. So, yeah. And because even on your low days, you're still giving your all. Buttercup, your baseline is how you stay consistent, protect your mental health, and build long-lasting results. You can go hard when you can pull back if you need to, but you can always return back to your baseline. Because Buttercup, the baseline is how I can stay in the game long enough to win, okay? Until next time, Buttercup, you already know what to do. Mind your business and tend to your own business. Mind and tend to the business that pays you. And if it does not pay you, Buttercup, that means you definitely need to be minding your own business, which is drinking your green juice, going for your pretty and healthy girl walk, and meal prepping your food because it is a sign of self-love. I will catch you in the next one. Bye, Buttercup. So if you saw that, that means you made it to the end of the video. Thanks, Buttercup. Boo.